my people. We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! Hooray! We did it! Thank you, everybody. I really, really, really appreciate us. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking, for commenting. You know, all those good stuff. We did it! 100 subscribers. Can you believe it? Yeah, I can't believe it, but I know. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone for sharing again. I really appreciate it. But you know, I'm Oliver Twist. We've done 100 subscribers. On to what? On to the next. So what are we going for now? 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers. I know we did this 100 in how many days? 3 days. We can do 500 before Christmas. We have what? 21 days, 25 days. We can. Please get me to 500 subscribers. Reach out to your friends, your loved ones. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Our new moms, our toddler moms, even our preteen moms, our teenage moms. We are prepared for, grandkids. You can also join this channel. This is us just talking about motherhood and career and how we are coping with these things we are doing to, navigate life and everything in between. So welcome again to my channel. This is the Ladesoye's channel. So welcome to part 2 of my pregnancy journey. I saw a few comments saying, oh, please don't take time to release part 2. Of course, relax, I got you. Yes, we'll be talking about our part 2 journey of pregnancy. Where did I stop? Pregnancy part 1. I think I stopped at the end of first trimester after I did the sacrilege, the cervical sacrilege, and then we entered phase 2. Second trimester. And what are the things I observed? First, with second trimester is your baby bump starts getting noticeable. Yes, we've gone through the whole phase of vomiting. We know I said it. I really didn't vomit. Maybe just like twice, which I thank God for. But I didn't really vomit. So it just entered the second part, which is second trimester. Your baby bump starts coming out. People start noticing, and people start asking funny questions. Why do Nigerians do that? Asking, are you pregnant? Just see the tummy and move on. Say congratulations or something. But Nigerians now, and we people, we are quite inquisitive. 16 weeks, I felt the baby flutter. They say it's not kick. It's like, I don't know, like somebody puts, that bubble wrap and you just pop it. That kind of feeling, or like you farted, just like low key kind of fat, but inside your tummy. Just imagine it. I know the male folks might not really get it, but it's just that little flutter I felt in second trimester. It was good. Then at 19 weeks, daddy could feel baby, and let me tell you, till I gave birth, one of his favorite things to do is to just put his hand on my tummy every night and feel his baby before he sleeps. So that's one. I felt that. What else happened in second trimester? And everybody is now your advisor. That's another thing. Everybody suddenly becomes your advisor. Oh, don't drink cold water. It will make your baby shrink. Don't drink warm water. Your baby will be fat. Don't do this. Do like this. Take your steps like this. The advice till I gave birth was unstoppable. Everybody just felt like they could advise me. Everybody felt they could advise me. Well, I didn't really take it to heart because, like I said, I had my pregnancy app every other week. I check, I read through it, what is expected of me as mom, what is expected of my baby, how is the baby growing, those developmental milestones. What am I experiencing? Is it new? Is it not new? Then I think what other thing happened in second trimester? Second trimester is actually the best period in your pregnancy. Let's be serious. You are more energized. you feel you can do things, your pregnancy is so cute, you know, you just have that little bump, your clothes still fit, your clothes still fit. Because third trimester, we'll get there. But my clothes still fit in second trimester. I was doing well, you know, glowing. I think I had one or two times where I had acid reflux. I had that a lot in third trimester, but second trimester was the beginning of acid reflux at heartburn, where when I eat, I'm having heartburn and all that. Second trimester was also when I insisted that this baby, I'm going pregnancy shopping. You know, they would always say, oh, second trimester is the best time to go shopping. I personally agree with that school of thought, because third trimester is not for the weak. Second trimester is where you have the boost of energy. That's when it's best to, you know, get all your things ready, you know, the best antenatal, which I feel you should have started antenatal since first trimester. But second trimester is the part where you can say, oh, maybe I don't like this hospital, maybe I need to change, or all those kind of things. But second trimester is that time where you have the energy to plan, you have the energy to prepare, you have the energy to do all things. And you know, your pregnancy is still, it has moved from that scary phase to like the almost safe phase. No part of pregnancy is completely safe. We just thank God for delivering us, for making us carry the baby for 9 months. But no pregnancy is completely safe, in my opinion, because there are challenges everywhere. But that's that's is one thing that I know that happened a lot. Second trimester, I was fully energized. Then another thing in second trimester, my feeding. Hey, my feeding increased. I was eating. I was eating. I remember um one of my colleagues saw me one day and was like, what happened? You are like Bokoto. For our non-Yoruba speaking people, Bokoto is like leg, cow leg, you know, that fat, juicy part of cow leg. That's how my leg was. So my colleague used to call me Bokoto because I was always eating. I thought eating was I in second trimester until I got to third trimester. Third trimester, my feeding went like double. Do you know what it means to close from work by 5 p.m., get home say 5:30, eat pre-dinner. Pre-dinner is like 3 packs of noodles. Then you now, after eating that, you now start thinking of, oh, what are we having for dinner? That's how much I was eating. I was eating, I was scared of the food I was eating by myself. Because when I see the food, I'll be like, why am I eating this food? But trust me, in no time, I've downed it. I have downed it. I have finished it. So second trimester was when, before I moved to third trimester fully, second trimester was when I had the boost of energy, when I felt baby kick, when I felt like my boobs started getting bigger, like fuller. Not like there was milk or anything, just felt fuller and a little bit tender to touch. And it was when I felt baby flusters, baby kicks. What other symptoms? I think that's basically it. Third trimester is when you now have rapid bump growth, like your tummy just moved from this cute little pregnancy to this very big tummy. That's what happens in third trimester. So third trimester was that phase of very big tummy, phase of constant sleep. Hey, constant sleep. I was always tired. Constant sleep. um you're just tired. Then another thing in third trimester. I'm just trying to think of all the things that I experienced in third trimester. I don't want to scare anyone. I'm just talking about my experience and the things I faced in third trimester. Third trimester, I was a penguin. Do you know why? I was walking like this. Yeah, yeah, I was walking like that because you cannot close your leg. Ah, that walking like a penguin face, I don't think anyone, I don't think any pregnant woman can avoid that stage. See, the moment you eat 35 weeks, you are a penguin. Some people eat it earlier, but I don't think anybody has eat it later than 35 weeks. At 35 weeks, you are even so tired. You are ready for the baby to come out. You're just like, okay, one more week, because pregnancy, or like my gynae told me, pregnancy is considered viable at 37 weeks. So baby can come out. Though they will prefer 38 weeks, but at 37 weeks, baby is fine. So that's basically what happened. Then, I remember I said I had a cervical sacrilege where the cervix was closed shut at 13 weeks. At 37 weeks, I was scheduled for for the removal of the sacrilege, for the removal of the stitch, basically, because labor cannot start, or labor is not meant to start with the stitch still in. It could lead to, tear, and cervical bleeding is a very um risky thing to happen. There are a lot of vessels. Let me not say all this. I don't know why I keep trying to use medical terms. I always try to just use, sound a little bit sophisticated and, priss, but let's just assume we know what we are talking about. But in order, what I'm trying to say is the place is has a lot of nerve endings, and it could bleed a lot if you have a tear. So, but I survived it. I survived it. I went in for my sacrilege at 37 weeks, 2 days. 37 weeks, 2 days. By this time, I was over with pregnancy. I was like completely over with pregnancy. I remember after the sacrilege, I think it happened on a Thursday. Then on Friday, I didn't go to work. On Monday, I didn't go to work. On Tuesday, I went to work to, you know, do my final handover, log my maternity leave and stuff. But that Tuesday, I was hell bent on letting the baby come out, because as at the time when I removed my sacrilege at 37 weeks, my gynae told me, oh, you're already 2 centimeters dilated. For those who don't know, you have to be 10 centimeters dilated for you to start pushing. And by this time, at Thursday, I was 2 centimeters dilated. I was expecting that any moment baby will come out. But I was discharged. That's so labor is not progressing and stuff. Mind you, by the time the doctor was trying, Gani was trying to remove the sacrilege, she said she thought that she tore me a bit, or she felt like she tore me a bit. She tore my cervix a bit, and she would keep me for monitoring. So she monitored me for like a couple of hours before she discharged me, but I was fine, nothing major. I got home, now waiting for pregnancy. Thursday came. On Friday, I was saying, oh, maybe labor will start. Meanwhile, I was really praying that, God, I want a very short labor, very, very short labor, because I'd experienced one longer labor that was not fruitful. I didn't want to go through that thing again. And my God doesn't fail. It doesn't wear flip flop. That sounds so Yoruba, but it doesn't wear flip flop, and it didn't fail me. My labor was short. I'll say that one step, one step at a time. After the sacrilege removal, I got home expecting that, labor will start. Nothing happened. On Saturday, I had my blood issue, mucus plug. I lost my mucus plug. So the mucus plug is what is holding the cervix, like shocker, gum. I'm trying to explain as plain as I can, but it's the plug holding the cervix, and the moment you start dilating, those are signs of labor. It's not just push that is a sign of labor. There are little things you start seeing, Braxton aches. That's when you force contraction. You start seeing mucus plug. This is when the plug comes out. I am ready. Then before labor, water breaking. Yes, water breaking is another sign of labor. But my water did not break. I saw my mucus plug come out, and I was waiting that, oh, it will soon start. On Sunday, I went to church, thinking I was so active in church, bouncing all around, because I was doing everything for this baby to come out. Sunday passed, nothing happened. Monday, nothing happened. So on Tuesday, I went to do my proper handover in the office. do everything, and I went to Yaba Market. If those who know Yaba, like Tejo Show Market, when you coming from Jibowu, not from Ujuelegba, that market, and I took the stairs. Oh, oh, I got back home. I don't even know who sent me that kind of nonsense thing. All I wanted was the baby to come out. I was going up and down my staircase because I was like, this baby, you are coming out. You are coming out. I'm just tired of working like a penguin. I'm just tired. I'm tired of acid reflux because third trimester, I had the worst case. Like every day, you'd always see me with antacid, super mag, super mag. I've forgotten the name. It's not Miss Mag, but it's something similar. This one is sweeter, not as ash. I would always take that because I was downing a bottle in how many days because it was worse in third trimester. But that went. So I wanted the baby. After all the whole exercise and exercise on Wednesday, I had given up that. Well, when this baby comes, it comes. And then around 11 a.m. thereabouts. So this is now my delivery story. Let's sit down properly for this. At 11 a.m., July 17th, 2024, I felt my first contraction. And when I felt it, I thought it was false labor, but it was strong enough. And from experience, I knew I was in labor. And the first thing that came to this head of mine is, hey, I can't go into labor hungry. I need to eat. I'm telling you, third trimester hunger is not from here. That was the first labor started, and the first thing I thought of is I need to eat. And then I said, oh, I need to eat. I went to the kitchen. I was like, no, what do I want to eat? I went all the way outside to go get what I wanted to eat. On the road, like on my street, I had my second contraction. I was like, wow, 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 wow. Then I started thinking, oh, what's left in my hospital bag? What then I'll get? And I'm like, oh, bottle brush it. I've not gotten my bottle brush. I went to buy bottle brush. All the while I was still contracting. I came back home. I prepared my food. I ate. I was like, I called my husband that, oh, I think this is the real deal. You need to leave the office and come to take me to the hospital. He got, this was around 12:30, contractions got worse. Like it now became, it was like 40 minutes apart. Then around 12, it became 30 minutes apart. Then it suddenly became like 10 minutes apart. And I felt like twice that way. Very strong before 1 p.m. Around 1 p.m., it subsided. After eating, it subsided. So I went to lie down. And when I saw that, oh, contraction was not coming again, I stood up. I said, what will I do? I can't just be looking and be waiting for my husband. I took all the baby clothes, sat down, and started ironing it, started pressing it. I was like, no, I'm not in labor. My husband got back around, I think, 2:30, almost 3, few minutes to 3 thereabouts, and he was like, what are you doing? Are you not in labor? I said, oh, I don't think I'm in labor. Maybe it's just Braxton aches. It has stopped. He said, no, let's just go to the hospital. We got to the hospital, say, few minutes, 10 minutes to 5 thereabouts, and the doctor saw me and was like, are you sure you're in labor? I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling contractions because all the way to the hospital, I could feel contractions. Well, the doctor didn't believe me until checked, and it was telling the nurses, no, go and prepare the ward. She's a first time mom. She'll still need time to process and get all her body ready before we take her into the labor ward, only for them to check and see that, wow, you are 6 centimeters dilated already. Nurses, that's how we did. I promise you, I'm not dramatic. The doctor was in such a hurry, and it was like, oh, you need to get her to the labor room now. She's already in active labor. She's 6 centimeters dilated. Then I saw the matron was running. The nurses were running. I was like, is it that serious? Me, I thought I'm still like about 4 centimeters. I was praying to be 6 centimeters minimum before I get to the hospital, but it was still very unreal to me until water broke, and then hmm, I don't even know if I should do this in another video, but I think I'll just try to wrap it up in this video. Labor pain, labor pain. You see, the moment that water broke, that's when I knew I was in labor. You see, the pain I was feeling before, that's child's play. Labor, intense labor. Oh, I was at a point I was wailing. This is not crying, no. I was wailing and telling the doctor that I can't do this anymore. This pain and the contractions were coming like, it's moved from like 10 minutes apart to 5 minutes apart. You see, after that water broke, from 5 minutes, it went to like 3 minutes thereabout, and then it was getting stronger and stronger. Thinking about it now, I really cannot feel the pain. I just know I have an idea of the way I was feeling. But when you see your baby, don't let me scare you. The moment you see your baby, the whole pain is just like immediately the baby come out. It's just like the pain just ends. I don't know. God has like a perfect switch. The moment the baby just come out, it turns off the switch. That's how it felt. So, when I started feeling contraction back to back, and they were telling me, lie down, they were checking, you are 9 centimeter, it's almost time for you to push. I couldn't stay still. I was crying. Thank God for my nurse, my baby nurse, my very own sister. She came into the labor room and she was like, no, no, no. I remember hearing her voice telling them, I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse. I can come in. I've taken deliveries. I know she'll see this and laugh at me, but I remember her coming into the labor room and was like, oh, calm down, Omolade, you can do this. We've spoken about it. And then she was just encouraging me, you can do this, you can do this. Okay, it's time for you to push. I need you to hold in yourself. Okay, the trick she taught me, because she's also a midwife, was reserve your energy. Don't, as much as you are feeling the pain, don't waste that energy crying. Don't waste it screaming, because screaming, doing all that is not going to get the baby out. You're just wearing yourself out unnecessarily. And I remember just listening to her voice. Her voice was like my therapy at the moment. Just calm down, calm down. And then when it was time for you to push, just give it your best shot. What she kept saying is, I need you to hold your thigh very tight, look down on your navel and push with all your might. Push with all your might. You see that point when the baby's head is coming out? Men can never understand. You can never just understand that pain. That pain gets to your brain cells. The baby came out, the head came out, and then, oh, the cord is around the neck. You need to push. And then the doctors were trying to maneuver because we didn't have a lot of time because the baby had the cord around her neck. Ah, so I had to push, push the shoulder out. I think that's where I had the bad. I think this is third degree tear, because my cervix also tore because of pushing that baby from with the shoulder. But I thank God, because as much as it was so painful, it was also very short. Like I said, I got to the hospital like few minutes to 5. At 6:10 thereabouts, the baby came out, because I remember immediately the baby came out, I was telling the doctors, I can't hear my baby cry. I can't hear her cry. I can't hear my baby cry. And then I was telling my sister, oh, she's a girl. I knew it before that. I think I'm just so dramatic, because, like I said, nobody knew the sex. And when I discovered the sex of my baby at 35 weeks, I kept it a secret just for 2 more weeks, because my baby came out at 38 weeks 1 day. 38 weeks 1 day. So I was just telling my sister, I told you, I knew the sex. I knew the sex. I just didn't tell you. I knew it too. I discovered like 2 weeks ago. And she was like, oh, it's a baby girl. But I remember telling the doctors, oh, I can't hear her cry. I can't hear her cry. And they were like, madam, calm down. Calm down. The placenta is not even out yet. Then, I told you immediately the baby comes out. It's just like someone just turned off the off switch, the pain switch, and then it went down until they were pressing my tummy to get the what's it called, the placenta out. I thank God because the placenta didn't take too long. It came out in one piece. Then I was bleeding. I was bleeding that the doctors were injecting me to try to numb the area, but I could feel every stitch. I could feel the needle going in. I could feel them pulling out, and I was crying. I was like, Doctor, you are not. I can feel the pain. I can feel the pain of this needle. You would inject again. I was just like, I can feel the pain until the head gynecologist came in. I was like, no, we need to find the source of this bleed because it's getting too much. By this time, I was like literally gushing out. And I remember my sister, who is a nurse, was like, oh, we need to put her to sleep. She has gone through that labor. Her labor was short and very intense. Da 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 da. All those medical things. I just remember telling them, I can't do this anymore. Just put me to sleep. Put me to sleep. Put me to sleep. And when I woke up, I think they told me I woke up like an hour after because I know that the placenta was out around past 6. When I woke up and I asked for the time, this was around past 8 thereabout. And by this time, I was still in and out of the medication. I didn't really understand what. I knew that I just gave birth, but I didn't understand the degree of what had happened. I just know that I was bleeding a lot before I was put to sleep. But when did I see my baby? When did I see my baby? When did everything clear for my eye? Because as at that time when they took me back to the ward, it's not. I was cautious. I saw my baby. I knew that they had dressed her up and stuff, but I was not like fully aware of it until like 12 a.m. when everybody had gone, and then my baby cried, and I went to the courts to pick her up. That's when I saw her. Oh, I think I'm not going to put a picture, but she was so cute. I remember taking pictures of her and I was like, oh, her fingers are so tiny. Oh, she has long nails. Oh, she's so cute. Hmm. I didn't know what was coming after that pregnancy and delivery. Postpartum phase is another phase. But you know what? We'll end this video here today. We'll come back for the postpartum phase and we'll talk about breastfeeding, postpartum phase, just postpartum phase in general, the sleepless nights. That's when the people say postpartum phase, everybody talks about sleepless nights, but there are so many other things in the postpartum phase apart from the sleepless nights. We'll talk about that. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for supporting me. I'm Omlade Adesoye, and this is the Ladesoye's channel where we talk about motherhood, career, and everything in between. This is part 2 of my pregnancy journey, pregnancy/delivery journey. Well, it's still part 2, but this is where I talked about my pregnancy and my delivery story. Next time, we'll be talking about our postpartum phase. Our postpartum phase. Or should we talk about that? Yeah, we'll be talking about the postpartum phase in the next episode. Thank you once again for joining. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, all those good things. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers before Christmas. We've done 100. I believe we can do 500 again. I love you all. Thank you. Do have a blessed day.